I'm here on a field where I've never been before, and this is located on the same lake like the ridge, and I just do 5 meters on the field and I got already one scraper, some retouch here, some retouch there, really rough, should be Neolithic. Moving on. I've done a long way to my second find, but that is a small microlith blade core. You can see here the mining area, a little bit broken away over here, but they take off some small spats, well patinated. So I think early Mesolithic, but really nice. I have to make a point of interest for the ecologists and then moving on. What is that? That is clearly a flake. Also some retouch. Retouch on this side, retouch on that side. So I think it should be also there, all around this edge. Some kind of brownish flake, scraper. Just leave it here. And what is that? That could be the rest of something, but 100% sure is not, so just moving on. That is part of nothing. Okay, moving on. So, next flake, really well patinated. I can't say if there's some retouch, but I don't think so. Looks like Mesolithic due to the patina, not totally complete white. So, but that one, it hinged again, running out round. So, moving on. And small spell, could be a microlith. Not that well done, but at first I thought that there could be some kind of retouch, but it's clearly not. So it's just a small flake. Lines run. Put it back where it belongs to. Moving on. So, first a piece of flint has been exposed to fire. You can see all these cracks, especially over here, but it's not completely burned through. And then you got this nice piece of blade, broken long time ago. I think also it hinged a little bit because there's no sharp corner, no retouch at all, well patinated, should be Mesolithic. Moving on. And another flake, or even work tool, I have no idea, because there is some kind of retouch on this side, but not more. But it was laying on like this on the ground, because this side is well patinated. This side looks nearly fresh, starts to patinate. So, but just a flake. So I think this was a try for a blade core or something like this. But the weird thing about it is this side looks like it was some kind of crystal bubble or chalky bubble. I have no idea. got nearly a bone-like structure. But funny anyway. Moving on. And there should be a hammerstone. They try to take some spells off, you can see it. But then they use it as a hammerstone. This side and also this side. Totally crushed. Moving on. Another piece of pottery. Don't know the age, but it don't look that old. But anyway, nice. Now another piece of, could be a blade core. Looks like they take some spells off here and here. Really roughly made. Not the prettiest one. And another piece of burnt flint. Up here was the bulbous, or down here, striking this direction. But nothing left. And another flake. Nothing special. Should be modern farm damage. Some cortex on it. Maybe the rest from Blake core. And now, maybe that is something good. No. So you can also see with this stuff that the farmers put some soil on it to make it easier to work on the ground. So there's a lot of these old brick stones and not that much of this stuff. There's nearly no flint. No idea. That was coming a little bit more. What is that? That is nothing. Okay, moving on. Is there something I can make? Perfect spot. Behind this wood row there's a lake. And this should be the old, the former shoreline. This should be this line. That was the former shoreline a few thousand years ago. I just found this one. Got a lot of modern farm damage all around. I think so. There you can see it. Would have been a little bit longer, maybe like this. So, I already got a cold because I always wear short trousers. But I'm moving on. Okay. Yeah, and another piece. Down here you can see the old bulbous. They take some more spells off, but it don't look like that it worked out that well. But the good sign is that the bottom gets softer, more sand in it. Before it was just clay. So I just move to this corner and then I go back. Just a short time today. Now that could look promising. Oh yeah. That is should be 1 second. Okay, it's worked anyway. I don't know if it was some kind of blade core, or they use it for take off some spats, or it was a burn, because they also do some retouch all the way around, starting here, and then they move forward to this side. I think it was some kind of burn. Nice patina. Now you can see all these vinyl lines. Nice. But I just leave it here. And then, what is that? There was nearly no flintstone in the middle. That is nothing. But that is some kind of flint. Nearly looks like retouch on this side. Also this looked a little bit. There's nothing. But this edge looks suspicious. At first I take it home with me and then I take a look with a magnifying glass. But it's not that much as I estimated. So I thought that would be not like these meltwater sands, but I was hoping for more. Okay, moving on. I was just arguing that there is nothing, but then there was this kind of scraping tool. I think it's a burn or some kind of bore. Here you can see the retouch on both sides of the tip. There you can also see that they take one spell off. Oh, so here's some retouch. At least there's something. And that's a nice flake. But in the end, it's just a flake. This could be retouched, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, this should be. So this could be a kind of burn. Really rough. Just take the spell out and then do something. That is retouch. Nice. But no more retouch, I say. But moving on. One of interest for the ecologist, and then we go further. And again, some kind of scraping tool. This should be Neolithic because it looks nearly fresh. Like I've done it myself 5 minutes ago. It's not that much. It's not that much. So, moving on. Yes, and this is a big spell. There was a platform. There's a bulbous. From this direction you can see it better. I think they want to start something. But this flake that hinged, no idea for what they use it. I think it was just for preparing a blade core. Okay, what is that? That is a drill. Got retouch all the way around. I don't know, that looks broken, but I got retouch all the way around on this side. I think it was once wider. Maybe there's something, but I don't think so. But it looks like nearly the same kind of flint with this fossilized edges in it. Interesting. But that looks like it was once retouched as a drill. This is a fresh breaking or fresher. Maybe I can find the other side, but I don't think so. Okay, moving on. I was not able to find the other side or the other part of the drill, but now I found this one. It looks like it got hell of an autofocus. It looks like it got retouch on this side. I'm nearly sure it got, but there's no more. I don't think that it's, maybe it was once longer. I think so. I think, wait, maybe I can see some liner lines. No, I think it was once wider or longer, maybe like this, and that was just the bottom part of whatever. So, but moving on. So, now it's an official scraper day. It was once a combined tool. Maybe they used this one also some kind of a burn or drill, I have no idea. But this side here is a scraper retouch, clearly. Nice. Point for the ecologist, and then moving forward, I think it's chilly. Just 20 minutes left or something like this. Okay. And again, something with retouch. No idea what it was. I think this was the burn edge. And then they did this corner over here. There's also some retouch. I think it's for scraping. Okay, moving on. And another blade core like thing. There you can see that they take one or two blades down. Then they flip it, and I think on this edge they also try to take some spats off, but it doesn't work out very well. So they just discard it. Okay. What is that? Also on this edge it looks like they try something, but the stone was not good enough. Okay, moving on. And again, something with retouch. No idea what it was. Oops. But in the end, oh, hell of an autofocus. Looks like they also take something off here. No idea what it was. Maybe it's just a down part or something. No idea. Okay, moving on. So, now there's something. A really nice flake, but it's... Oh, there's retouch. Nice. See, it should be some kind of burn. They do some retouch over here. Yeah, there you can see it. But this place should be somewhere in the Mesolithic context. Nice one patina. The first strike hinged. Then they do one more. That looks like modern farm damage, but that is really nice. Also this here, that looks old. There you can also see this fine chipping when they use it as a burn. Then it chips off when they grind antlers and so on with it. Really nice. You can also see that the move is in this direction, or if you hold it with the other hand, then in your own direction. Nice. Okay. So now, in the end, there were just 2 more finds. There was one part of a blade, broken a long time ago. There's some retouch, maybe it was once used as a larger blade. And then I got this, could be a microlith. It's hard to see in the camera on this tip. I got some retouch, but really slight. Could be also part of a burn strike. Focus. Oh, doesn't matter in the end. Okay, now I'm heading home, and that's it for today. Bye. As always, just one look on this pile of earth that the molds dig up. Maybe there's something, because that is also a small ridge. If there's something, I come back. But it's always a good idea to take a look on it, because they can dig where you can't dig. And that were in the molds, that were the wild boars. Okay, moving. Next time I came by car. Looks solid.